Welcome to Shape Up, the game of luck, strategy, betrayal, and possibly ruined friendships. The game is simple. Be the first to reach the end of the gamepad. First though, let's set up things before the chaos begins. There are 6 shaped pieces and 6 shaped specials. The starting player, decided by the highest dice roll, will be the first to choose the shape they want to play as. Then, they place their shape special on one of these bigger empty spaces. If you don't know what you're doing, don't worry, just slap it down somewhere and pretend you had a plan. The gameplay is dynamic, which means the shape specials can move and change positions while you're playing. All sequential players, going clockwise, will choose their shapes and place their shape specials, looping back to the first player if there are less than 6 players. Everyone starts the game with 1 defense token, that's your safety net. We'll get into that later. With 4 or less players, super defense token is optional. The starting placement for the token is determined by the last player's dice roll or placed in the winner's spot and snake eyes must be rolled. If placed in a zone, the player who went last rolls 1 dice and places the super defense on the last space of that zone. The first player to pass over the super defense token will pick it up, unless the snake eyes is rolled first. Zones are the different colored sections of the gamepad. White is considered zone 0 and moves up through zone 6. We will talk about the danger zone later. Remove the 7 colored cards from the card deck and place them out in front of the board for all players to see. Then, shuffle the rest of the deck and place them on the designated card area. Turn order. Now that the game is set up and the game can begin, each turn follows this strict order. Step 1, roll the dice and move that many spaces. Pretty simple. Step 2, take actions determined by the space you land on. These spaces reward the player coins, while these spaces require the player to draw a card from the deck. Landing on a shape special will activate that shape event, which can be referenced by the shape special cards. During your turn, every space you land on, you will take those actions. For example, you may draw multiple cards or activate multiple shape specials, all in the same turn. Step 3. After moving and taking all actions, now you can make decisions. Want to buy a token, attack someone, now's your chance. Another way to earn coins is by rolling doubles. Double 2s equals 2 coins, double 6 equals 6 coins. Rolling snake eyes will only give you 1 coin if you are not playing with the super defense token. Now let's talk about bopping, because no, you can't just share a space with someone. If you land on another player's space, guess what? You bop them backwards to the first space of the previous zone. But wait, if they have a defense token, they can block the bop. And if both of you have one, it's time for a duel, baby. High roll wins. Loser gets bopped, and if the attacker loses, they bop themselves. Yep, you heard that right, don't get cocky. Players can also choose if they want to use their defense tokens or not. If it's early in the game, it might be best to save those defense tokens for a later time. Players can, however, share shape special spaces. They're much bigger and have room for everybody. You cannot bop or be bopped when occupying a shape special space because it is a safe zone. Let's talk about tokens. Other than skips, players can only have 1 of each token at a time. Tokens can be purchased for the following costs, but cannot be used in the same turn that they are purchased. When a token is used, it is returned to the bank. First, we'll start with defense tokens. Defense tokens protect you from everything except for shape special events and the danger zone. If you draw a card that is detrimental to your game progress, just use your defense token, because you can always buy more. Next are double roll tokens. These are handy for getting across the bridge or just advancing further across the gamepad. These are the only tokens in the game that must be used before your first roll of your turn. Attack tokens. These are simply used to swap places with another player ahead of you. They aren't a guarantee if the player you're attacking has a defense token. If they do, you attack them and you will duel to see who gets their desired outcome. Skip tokens exist as a reminder piece when a player is told to skip their next turn. Super defense is immunity, like a defense token, but works on shape specials and the danger zone, and it isn't consumed when it's used. It's overpowered, but it doesn't guarantee you the win. This token is granted to any player that rolls snake eyes throughout the game. Special spaces. These are the game changers. See these big chunky spaces? These are shape specials, and they're a big deal. Each one does something different. Some will help you, others will mess everything up. Either way, they're pretty spicy. And guess what? They're safe zones and checkpoints. No player is to move backwards across a shape special. The shortcut and the bridge. The shortcut can be crossed in passing or by landing on the space next to it, but you must pay 2 coins to cross it. To cross the bridge, you need to roll a 9 or higher. But once you do, you're safe. You cannot be instructed to move backwards across the bridge, but you can still be bopped back behind the bridge. Danger zone. This is the final stretch. If you land on one of these 2 spaces, bad things happen. Or, if you happen to be rolling in coins, you can pay up to avoid the penalty. 10 and 15 coins accordingly. Unless you have the coins to pay out or the super defense token to save you, you will be forced to give up your spot on the danger zone and move to the first zone shape special or the second zone shape special. If you've got the super defense token, you're invincible. But also, you only roll 1 dice from now on. Them's the rules. You better hope no one takes it from you while you're hot tubbing in the danger zone, because you'll be finding yourself going way back. Winning. To win, you must land exactly on the rhombocosi dodecahedron. Yes, that is a real word. No, I will not say it again. Numbers near the end of zone 6 are there to show you what you must roll to win. If you overshoot it, too bad. You wait until next turn and pray the dice are kind to you. And that, my friend, is Shape Up. If you have questions or run into some weird situations as you play, be sure to check out the written rules and this link.